Hello everybody, welcome back to another Payday 2 video. Today is update 100, or 100th update, update 100, whatever you want to call it. Basically, our 100th update has been released on June 2nd. There was a couple videos and other things, anyways, let's just get into it. So, heisters, update 100 is here. Update 100 is here. Dear friends, heisters, career criminals, crew chiefs, musclers, armorers, rogues, hitmen, crooks, burglars, infiltrators, psychopaths, gamblers, grinders, yakuzas, ex-presidents, maniacs, anarchists, and bikers. The time has come. Don your mask and get ready for the, I don't even know what that says. Oh well. Update of Payday 2. The Payday franchise is ours again, and to celebrate it, we're giving away a community grenade. We revamped all of the skill trees, and we're making the black market free for everyone. Going forward, we will continue to develop stuff for Payday 2 for another 18 months. We're excited to continue working on the game until the end of 2017. There's a lot of things we have to cover. Let's get to it, shall we? First of all, if you haven't seen the video message, we recorded it for you. Please look. Now, I'm not going to watch this because I have a lot to cover for everyone. But basically, in this video, just to simplify things, Overkill and Starbreeze, as of now, I'm pretty sure, because I also wanted to wait it out for a few days to see what was actually going on with that. According to things, Starbreeze and Overkill fully own the Payday franchise. The publisher, 505 Games, does not own the franchise, to my knowledge and what I've heard. So Starbreeze and Overkill are the solid owners of the Payday franchise now. Full rights. We're getting a free grenade, so that makes the, the Gauge Weapon Pack 1 completely useless now because you have free grenades if you join the community, which if you haven't, then you should, because you get free stuff, like cards for stealth. So, I mean, the only pack you really need anymore is Gauge Courier Pack. There you go. So, let's see. That's done. That's done. All the skills, or the skill beta, has now gone into full release and is implemented as of now, which is a good and kind of weird situation for me, because now I can make stealth 2.0 videos, I guess, of builds and remake old builds, and it's a nice little feeling, but I need to kind of work out the system and check things out, see how everything works, which we will go into in a bit later. And the black market is kind of free now. Basically, what they have described, as you can look at the bottom of this page, if you have, which we will probably check out soon. Elmer said that basically what they're doing now is any old generation safes, such as Crimefest 2, Spooknik, Dallas, Jimmy, Sydney, Wolf, and Bodie. All of those safes, and others if I forgot a few, are completely out of the game. They can't be dropped anymore. Pretty much all the safes currently cannot be dropped anymore. I'm not entirely sure about drills. That's one thing that I'm not entirely sure if they got rid of. We could check the change log in a bit. But all those safes are completely... They can't be dropped. The only way to get them is off the market. Skins are still available to players. If you have a skin, it won't be disappeared or anything. You can still have that. Any new generation safes don't need a drill anymore and are completely free in terms of drop rate. I'm guessing that if you wanted to buy them, or if... I'm betting they're going to be sellable on the market if you can't get one. So that's another way that Overkill will make their money, which is fair. And the skins should be tradable and sellable, which is the idea. Also, they're going to E3, Overkill, or someone is going to E3. I'm betting it's Almir. It's probably Almir, which is the best. But if you can see in this little video here, there's a bike in the background. Now, Overkill has made a live-action short teaser, which is basically Chains, Dallas, and Dragon all talking to each other about this new guide that they're getting, because apparently he has more information. As if that wasn't enough, with the amount of characters that we have, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 characters, we're going to get a 6th one? Really? Really? Because he has more information about what? About Hero's son? And where he's at? I don't know. I don't know where he's at. Anyways, but we're getting a biker guy, which is, will be interesting. I mean, we got Smoker, Military, Psychopath, Stealthy Guy, Hitman, Fugitive, very loud, not Scottish, that was Bonnie, forget about that, Irish Girl, Bad Cop, Chicken, KFC, Russian stereotypical guy, Bodhi, Japanese guy, Samurai who broke the one rule, Jimmy, cocaine addict, and cool Australian guy. Hey, look, we need a biker guy, obviously. Anyways, moving along from that, according, it will be shown at E3, so that will be pretty cool. By the way, Amir's toast, and then Vlad. And as you can see, there's all the saves. Anyway, moving on. Free community grenade. Let's start off by talking about the newest addition to your weapons arsenal, the HEF grenade. We've added a free grenade for you all. This means that everyone and anyone playing Payday 2 has access to explosives, no matter what DLC you own. So here you go. This is... Keep your distance. Look at this. Look at this. This is way better than the grenade that we actually... the DLC, because it has a little overkill thing, and then it's actually detailed very well than the other grenade. Unlock 0, inventory slot, throwable, weapon type explosives, range 5, damage 600, capacity 3. So it's pretty much the same thing as a grenade, so that's pretty nice. New graphics. We've been working in the shadows on improving different aspects of the game. One of them is giving you guys more graphics options to choose from. Below you'll find comparisons with anti-aliasing FXAA, anti-aliasing SMAA, ambient something AOB, ambient SS, Sword Art Online. Oh no, there's an extra S in there. Mapping. You'll also be able to turn them off if needed be. Use the slider below to check out the differences between the different options. SMAA is a heavier but more accurate rate anti-aliasing with better color and different. Look, this is stuff that like smart people, or like who like Bamble with who deal with settings. I just mess with the FOV. I'm not entirely sure, because I'm betting they're supposed to be like videos, and I don't really see them, so I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, new skill trees. 99 updates after launch and 3 years worth of post-launch changes does a lot to a game. A few months ago, we announced that we were working on a big revamp of the skills. As it were, the skill trees were too disorganized, with no clear focus of specialization in each tree. A lot of the skills were discontinued from their respective tree, forcing the player to get skills that didn't need in order to reach the skills they wanted. The revamp was made to change this. I don't know how that really changed. What the heck happened to Dallas's hair? Anyways, old, just scrap it. See, you know, even they know the technician was bad when they show. Oh wait, no, is that Fugitive? No, that's Mastermind. Sorry, I'm stupid. We want to keep all the possibilities of current builds, but also implement more skills. Build. I don't know. A lot of of experimental builds sacrifice a lot of points in things that doesn't fit the build's playstyle, and therefore they are not on par with more straightforward builds. After months of testing together with you in the community, the revamp is live. If you want more in-depth description, check out this thing here. There you go. Changes to the black market. Oh my god. Celebrating update 100, we're making the black market free. Safes are now divided into two categories, old generation and new generation safes. An old generation safe is a safe that was released up to this point, and a new generation safe is a safe release from this point going forward. Old generation safes and drills have now stopped to drop in the loot drop. Okay, so drills even count that they no longer drop drills. So, yep, these are gonna probably go away very soon. If people, I don't know, people will find some way to like put them in the game or something. I don't know. Starting June 24th, the first new generation safe will start to drop in the loot drop. When you get one, you open it for free. No drill required. It's important to mention that no items have been or will be removed from anyone. If you have an old generation safe, you can still purchase a drill if you want to open it. Just like before. So as you can see here, these are the old generation safes. That's the first... Overkill, why did you put the First World Bank safe in there? Don't you mean the Spooknik safe? Because that's the First World Bank safe. Okay. That's the Wolf safe, that's the Sydney safe, but that's the First World Bank. I'm pretty sure you can't sell those on the market. New generation safes. Oh my god, it's super secret. AMA with an FAQ on twitch.tv tomorrow. Tomorrow, Overkill, I'm not even going to try and pronounce these names. I think that's Jules. I don't know. Are doing an AMA on the Starbreeze Twitch.tv channel between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern. We will go through as many questions as we can asked in the question thread here. Make sure to pop in and join us. FAQ answered on the stream will be posted in this selection for people to review in the coming days. Update change log 100. Payday 2 bundle files have been split up into smaller parts. Instead of having 15 files that are a 1.5 gigabyte each, we now have 60 files that are 400 megabyte each. What that means is that it will require less hard disk space, okay, to install a patch. For example, if you have a patch that is 10 megabytes, then you need to make a backup of the 1.5 gigabyte file, which will require a disk space of 1.5 gigabytes plus 10 megabytes. The smaller files, it will require a disk space of 410 megabytes instead. Update size 6.4 gigabytes. And then we go into the long list of changes that, yes, I'm going to be reading through. So if you want to skip to some point, I don't know. I don't even care. General, fix a crash when receiving a new save before the game has been updated. Fix a graphical issue when switching skill sets when having the Maniac or the Anarchist per deck selected. Fix an issue that caused 2 lives of the player to get deducted when getting tased while under the effect of Swan Song. Fix an issue where the new enemy symbol next to the inventory would reappear after restarting the game. New item symbol. Sorry, not new enemy. Swan Song will now activate after landing if the player was downed while using a zip line. Okay. Oh, so if I'm on a zip line, okay, alright. Fix an issue where clients didn't receive a message when a player revived another player using the Inspire skill. Trip mines placed by clients will not damage the team AI. Added proximity rendering as an option in the advanced video settings in the options. Okay, this is just like advanced settings. Fix an issue where Jimmy as a team AI would be called Sokol. Art. Add a D to immerse mercenary cloaker when using a katana melee weapon while playing as what? Added a head trauma to the mercenary taser while using a platypus. Fixed an issue that caused the special enemies to show multiple LOD steps at the same time. Weird. Sound. Fixed an issue where a saw would be sound like breaking glass. Fixed an issue where throwing a Molotov could play a grenade sound. Weird. Weapons. The Heather SMG can now use the micro. I don't have any water with me. Mil spec scope. I don't know. Fixed an issue where an incorrect weapon modification could drop for the Saiga shotgun. Steam Market. The Sputnik safe, Bodhi safe, the Wolf safe, the Crimefest 2 safe, the Dallas safe, the Jimmy safe, and the Sydney safe and drills will not drop in the end of the heist in the end of a heist loot drop, so they can't be droppable anymore. And then we go to levels. Aftershock. Fixes navigational issues in the construction yard that caused the team AI not to follow the player. Fixing an issue where the team AI could get stuck inside of the house in the construction yard. Alesso Arena. Fix a small graphical issue near the stairs to the upper floor beneath the mountain. Fix an issue when loot bags could get stuck under the helicopter. Fix an issue where players could fall through the wall, fall through the world when opening the door to the compound. Fix an issue where the players could get stuck behind a concrete block outside of the control room, but the sky. Fix a missing collision on the roof of the car shop after the windows break. Did I not upload that video where I don't think I did. Counterfeit. Fix an issue where the players could get stuck behind the door at the basement. Added a yellow outlines to the power box when the enemies turn off the power. Removed invisible collisions in the basement. Escape park. Wow. Fixed an issue where players could see through a wall. Firestarter Day 1. Fixed an issue where the players could get stuck behind some boxes in the first hangar to the right. Frame Frame Day 3. Fixed an issue where players could walk into the computer room multiple times to increase their experience reward. Huh. That's odd. Goat Simulator Day 1. Fixed an issue where players could bypass the fire and debris without turning off the sprinklers. I don't think that's what any of these say. Goat Simulator Day 2. Fix an issue where players could get stuck behind the door to a bridge control room. Fix an issue where players could access to the bridge before the goats had been secured. Fix an issue where the poison gas would not properly damage the player. Golden Green Casino. Fix an issue that caused debris to get stuck in the air. I really don't know what that says. I'm sorry. Add a missing debrief line to the heist summary screen. Huh. Fix an issue where clients would not be able to pick up their gear from the guitar case if the host picks it up before them. Hoxton Breakout Day 1. Fix an issue where the team AI could get stuck in the elevators. Hoxton Breakout Day 2. Fix an issue where players could walk through a part of the railing. Fix an issue with a bench. Wow. Hoxton Revenge. Fix an issue where the thermal geo would not respawn when thrown in the river. Mall Crasher. Fix an issue with the animation of the police cars driving in when the alarm goes off. Isn't that cute? Changes in a lot of pickles. Murky Station. Fix an issue where the blowtorch effect would not be visible from both sides. Santa's Workshop. Fix an issue where lamps would keep glowing after being shot. Fix an issue where the players could get stuck behind the snow cannons. The Bomb Heist Forest. Fix an issue where the ambience audio was playing in the wrong file. The Diamond. Fix an issue with lamps. Transport Crossroad. Fix an issue where loot bags could get stuck on a ledge above a store window. Undercover, fix an issue where players could jump into the room that was not part of the intended playable area. Watch Dogs Day 1. Fix an issue where the players could get stuck behind the door to a balcony leading to the left loot drop off point. Watch Dogs Day 2. Fix an issue where loot bags could get stuck behind a bike. Harder safes and skill tree drawings by this guy. Angus Burgers, I think. So there you go. I just talked about everything in a long, in-depth way, like the website asked me to. Now, I'm going to move over. Yes, I'm going to do this in the non-professional way and just do it this way because I don't have time to edit videos at this point in time because this video is very important. Is there a new update? There's a new update for Payday. There's a new update for Payday 2. As I'm recording it. Thanks, Overkill. It's not taking long. It's probably like a small like graphical error in the skills or something. Probably that. Waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. By the way, for anyone who is who has mods, I'm not entirely sure if anybody can hear me because everything just froze up. I think don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that either. Anyways, for anybody who has mods, make sure that you uninstall all your mods, or not uninstall them, just put them into like the desktop or something, just in case, because it might break your game. Intense music. Okay. Now, I did actually go through and mess with my skills for a bit, but to show you, basically, we'll probably go through this in the coming weeks to show you basically how the new skill trees work, but I'll be only going into Mastermind for this one. So, inventory. HEF grenade. This is what it looks in game, but you probably already saw it when I was describing the website, so there you go. There you go. Doesn't it look nice? See, this is what the old one looks like. Look at that. Looks absolutely just like disgusting. Anyways, let's see what else. No, nothing really else. There's the right, the skills. So I was like thinking of like other things to talk about. There is the new Dead by Daylight mask, but anyways, so S. This is my current build as of now, the Captain Diamond build, which I have. I have Combat Medic, Painkillers to get up to Combat Doctor, and then I went up to Get Inspire. I'm not messing with any of these because they don't really sound... Actually, this sounds actually better. Hold on, I'm gonna remove... Can I? Hold on. I'm gonna just remove these for a second because this sounds like a way better skill than just this stupid. I thought it was because of the up. Apparently, then they didn't change that. But that's actually a better. That's actually better, in my opinion. Anyway, so yeah, I got this set up here. I got this here. Got Forced Friendship, which now you can have 9 cable ties, so that makes stealth a bit better. Nothing else I see in here that is really useful, in my opinion, except for Stockholm Syndrome, but like basic or Ace is useful, but the rest I feel are entirely useless. I might have to figure out, like, redo this entire section because single shot, I'm not entirely sure if you have to force. Like, if it's forced, because a lot of the guns I have are either automatic or single. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to figure how that works out. But I have sharpshooter stuff in here. Enforcer. I'm trying to get up to ace that. And then I'm going to try and get to ammo bags here. And that's probably about it for me. Technician, probably about nothing in here. Ghost, probably some sprinting skills. And that's about it. And Fugitive, probably try and pick up some pistol skills and get that rate of fire increase. But I don't know. I have 2 skill points left. So I also have a bunch of other things to go through, but that's about it. So anyways, we're going to go into a blind skill set here. And this is the medic skill tree, or the mastermind skill tree, sorry. And there's 3 subtrees: medic, controller, and sharpshooter. Now in medic, the basic combat medic, basic 1 point, you gain a 30% damage reduction for 5 seconds, both after and during reviving another player. Ace, 3 points, reviving a crew member gives them 30% more health. So you gain a damage reduction. Basically what happens is when you revive any of your teammates, for the 5 seconds, if anyone is shooting you, trying to, deal damage to you, it's a 30% damage reduction. So you take 30% less damage, ideally. And then reviving a crew member gives them 30% more health. Self-explanatory. Quick fix. Basic 2 points. Decrease your first aid kit and doctor bag deploy time by 50%. So in tough situations, if you need to get a medic bag or first aid kit fast or down fast, then it's 50% faster. Ace, 4 points. Crew members that use your first aid kits or doctor bags take 15% less damage for 120 seconds. So I'm pretty sure that's 2 minutes, I think, if I remember correctly. Next we have painkillers. Crew members you revive take 30% less damage for 5 seconds. So like the one that like here, as we were talking about, it's basically a different spin. The damage reduction is increased by an additional 15%, or 50%, sorry. Next we go into the 3rd tier. Let's see, uppers, basic. Add 7 more first aid kits to your inventory, and 6 points for ace. Adds 3 first aid kits to your inventory. Your deployed first aid kits will be automatically used if a player is down within 5-meter radius of the first aid kit. This cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. Now, if you haven't seen Given, he's a cool streamer / YouTuber for Payday 2. I recommend checking him out. I have him on my little side thing of YouTubers that I think you should check out, which I'm going to change that at some point. I need to add a few more people into there. Anyways, basically, if you're on top, let's say, metaphorically, if you drop a first aid kit at, drop one under you, and then you're fighting people and everything, right, and you know that you're about to die, basically, you're about to get down. What happens is that first aid kit is used to basically revive your health, not your downs, but revive your health, just to give you health when you hit to like 0.1, let's say that. It revives it up to a certain point, I think, or all the way. Now, to Combat Doctor, basic 3 points. You can now deploy 2 doctor bags instead of just 1. And in Ace, 6 points. Your doctor bags have 2 more charges. And that's about it. And then Inspire, you revive a crew member's 15% faster. Shouting at your teammates will increase their movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. Ace, for 8 points, there is a 100% chance that you can revive a crew members at a distance by shouting at them. That this cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. So they do a bit of a trade-off. It's 100% that they will pick him up. By the way, I found a bug in the game that currently, if you try to, I'm not sure if they fix this or not, but if you try and call a teammate, or not call, inspire a teammate, it will just do the call action. You have to do it like a few more times, which is probably the reason why it says 20 every 20 seconds, once every 20 seconds. So they made Inspire balanced in a way. Before, it used to be, it was like an 80% chance, I think, of shouting at your teammates to get up, and then there was no, like, delay to pick them up. But now, it's 100% chance, but now it's a 20 seconds. So, your teammates may die. They may die. Let's just say that. Next, moving on into here. Forced friendship. Increase your supply, or basic for 1 point. Increase your supply of cable ties by 4. You can cable tie hostages 75% faster. So this takes the ace and the basic and ace skill into one basic skill. So that's good for players who don't want to ace it. But if you do, for 3 points, you and your crew gain 0.5 damage absorption for each hostage you have. This effect stacks with up to a maximum of 8 hostages. Which I'm not entirely sure if that's entirely useful to me now. No, this still does not stack with other players' forced friendship skills. So I'm not entirely sure if that's actually useful. But before, I don't know, maybe they just like took the cable ties and you get 6 now. I can't remember like what they changed for certain skills. But anyways, if you want to basic the skill, it's actually pretty useful. Acing it, I don't think it's useful now. So I might actually go in and change that. So yeah, gets me 1 extra skill. Next is basically Dominator, that's what it should be. It should be called Dominator. Can I actually change the name? No, you can't change the name of skills. Gosh darn it. Anyway, the power and range of your intimidation is increased by 15%. 50%, sorry. Ace for 4 points. You can now have 2 converted enemies at the same time. This is equally better because now you can basically just dominate someone and just like take care of them, you know, like if it's like you don't have to kill anyone, but I don't know. It certainly takes up the hostage slot in my opinion, which I always feel like cable ties was useless when you got up to Dominator, which was like a few more points, but is more useful because in certain situations, if you lose all your cable ties, you have Dominator to back you up to get hostages. Now you can have 2 convert. Is that converted or is that? Oh. I may have just also wasted a skill by not knowing what it does. See, this is what I was talking about. Like I don't know what fully all the skills do, but hopefully I can dominate 2 cops, which I think you can. Hopefully you can. I need to test that. But yeah, I might actually just basic that. Anyways, Joker. You can convert a non-special enemy to fight on your side. This cannot be done during stealth, and the enemy must have surrendered in order for you to convert them. You can only convert 1 non-special enemy at a time. Your converted enemy takes 55% less damage and deal 45% more damage. The time to convert an enemy is reduced by 65%. Now to Stockholm Syndrome, which is actually, it's decent. It's pretty useful now. Decent, I would say. Basic for 3 points. Civilians are intimidated by the noise you make and remain intimidated 50% longer. Ace for 6 points. Their hostages will not flee when they have been rescued by law enforcers. Whenever you get into custody, your hostages will trade themselves for your safe return. This effect can only recur during assaults, but only 1 time during a heist, so only 1 time. Partners in crime. Having a converted enemy increases your movement speed by 10%. Your converted enemy takes 45% less damage, does not stack with Joker damage reduction, but multiplies. Ace for 6 points. Having a converted enemy increases your health by 30%. Your converted enemy takes an additional 45% less damage, does not stack with Joker damage reduction, but multiplies. And last but not least, which I find entirely useless, Hostage Taker. Having at least 1 hostage or converted law enforcer makes you regenerate 1.5% health every 5 seconds. So, I mean, finally, it's not just for hostages, which could actually make it kind of useful. Having at least 1 hostage or converted law enforcer makes you regenerate 1.5% health every 5 seconds. And now we go into Sharpshooter. And don't worry, this is the last one that I will cover because I'm going to be covering all these other ones in different videos because I don't have time. Stable Shot. Basic. For 1 point, you gain 8 weapon stability for, I'm pretty sure, all weapons. Ace for 3 points, you gain 16 weapon accuracy while standing still. So it's good for snipers or if you're standing still and everything. Rifleman. Basic for 2 points. Your snap to zoom is 100% faster with all weapons. Your movement speed is unhindered while using steel sight. Ace for 4 points. Your weapon zoom level is increased by 25% with all weapons. Your weapon accuracy while moving with SMGs, assault rifles, and sniper rifles increased by 50%. Marksman. Basic 2 points. For 2 points, sorry. You gain 8% or 8 weapon accuracy with all SMGs, assault rifles, and sniper rifles fired in a single shot fire mode. Now, I don't know if you need the modification or if it's just that set mode. Like, if you don't need the set modification because you can switch between the two, like automatic or single fire, which is an actual thing for guns, I'm pretty sure. But there is set modifications which only makes them single fire or auto fire. So I'm not entirely sure if you need the modification in order to do that, or if it's just like the mode. Hopefully it's just the mode, and like if you do like, you know, the extra mile and go the modification, it gives you like an extra boost or something. Ace for 4 points, you gain a 20% accuracy bonus while aiming down sights with all SMGs, assault rifles, and sniper rifles fired in a single shot fire mode. High value target. Enemies you mark take 15% more damage. Ace for 6 points. Enemies you mark take an additional 15% damage when further away than 10 meters. Increase the duration of marked enemies by the duration of marked enemies by 100%, and you can now mark specials by aiming down or aiming at them with any weapon. And then, but last but not least, ammo efficiency. Basic for 4 points. Getting 3 headshots in less than 6 seconds will refund 1 bullet to your used weapon. Can only be triggered by SMGs, assault rifles, and sniper rifles fired in a single shot fire mode. Ace for 8 points. The amount of headshots required is reduced to 2. So this makes it useful for, say, sniper rifles, or any like M308 or any other sniper rifles, because you can get a headshot maybe in with that duration, and then you know you get an extra bullet and you can keep going. And that is it for me. I would go in for more, but I'm out of breath, so I need water. It's about to be 40 minutes that we've spent doing this, and yeah, I need to get this video uploaded in time for, you know, the other video that I just uploaded, if you want to look at it. And planning on hanging out with Sinister and, you know, Ness later on to make some, you know, funny moments for Payday 2 and randomness. But I'm going to let everybody know. Payday 2, as of now, due to this update, will probably have more content. But once I'm done with that said content that I probably completed, such as the new builds, like, you know, stealthing and such, those are probably, once all of them are done, that series is done until the next heist. Builds are whenever I feel like it, probably because I'm going to go back and redo all the old builds that I had into the new system. And let's see what else. But most Payday 2 content is probably going to go, not go away, but it's not going to be the main thing on this channel. Hopefully, if the Steam Summer Sale is around here, probably going to pick up a few games and then play around with them and hopefully have some fun. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please check out some videos on the channel. And I'm glad to be back and recording for you guys. There is a long story, and I probably will talk about that on Friday. But anyways, thank you for watching. But anyways, I gotta go drink some water and probably take like a 15-minute nap because I'm tired. But anyways, see you guys in the next video, and as always, stay safe and have fun.